A saying hangs on the wall of Calvin Neal's room at the Hotel Churchill downtown.
I have done things that haunt me at night, so you can sleep in peace.
It's one of the few remaining single-room occupancies, or SROs, in San Diego.
And I will live by the oath until the day I die, because I am and always will be a U.S. veteran.
Incense fills the small room that contains his entire life.
That's my Kuwait book. I got it when I was in Panama.
Neal was a combat medic in the military. He tried to find work in hospitals after he returned home, but couldn't. He worked security jobs instead, until he was laid off. He missed a paycheck and that month's rent. An eviction notice appeared on his door. He spent the next 3 years homeless. He uses the same 2 words to describe his time in the Gulf War as his time on San Diego's streets.
Not good. Yeah, the ground was terrible. Bugs were terrible. But you know, what got me the most is how people would just walk past you. You know, it's like they don't see you. Or if they do see you, they don't care. And it really bothered me. You know, how could I go from serving the country to here, and why doesn't anyone care about it?
Neal says because he fought in a war, he was fast-tracked for a veteran housing voucher and placed in this building when it opened. The city already owned the World War I-era hotel. 9 years ago, they renovated it into affordable SROs. On the scale of SROs in San Diego, the Hotel Churchill is the Ritz. It's got private bathrooms and kitchens, communal spaces, and on-site social services. The units are for veterans, transitioning foster youth, and recently incarcerated people. A typical SRO is like a dorm room. Tenants often share a bathroom or kitchen down the hall. The average size in San Diego is 200 square feet, like a one-car garage. They can be poorly managed. Because of those downsides, SRO rent is usually the lowest in the market. At the Churchill, it's less than $1,000 a month. And there are usually less barriers to renting them. No credit checks or security deposits. They are the most accessible housing in one of the most expensive markets in the country. When Neal moved into his SRO, he most looked forward to resting.
I wanted to lay down on a bed. It felt really good, you know, and alone, you know.
He says it offers peace that was impossible to find in the streets or in shelters.
Away from the turmoil and all of that, you know, and it's just good to have somewhere to be, you know. I go out into the world, have a bad day, come in here, and I'm fine after a while.
He could set down things he'd been literally carrying on his back for years. Put his books on a shelf. Hang family photos on the wall. He could lock his door, run clean water, and play music to keep his spirits up.
I think about my mom all the time because we used to get up in the morning and play music on Saturdays, and I do that here.
He says he can think better here, unpack his past.
My kids, my family, you know, military stuff, that always stays in my brain for some reason.
And plan for the future. On the fridge is an oath he swore to himself when he was homeless.
Through my deeds, I will take control of my life and be the best man I can possibly be to myself and others.
Neal does good deeds in the community that's forming between tenants here.
I help them clean their apartments, you know, take out the trash, go run errands for them, which that's really makes me feel good. It helps me out too.
For the tenants lucky enough to get placed in them, SROs can be life-changing. Neal looks out the window of his SRO and across the street, where a new luxury condo high-rise is being built. One condo is selling for just under $2 million. The building will have a pet spa. On the sidewalk below Neal's window, homeless San Diegans figure out how to survive the day. Neal says living in this SRO, he feels something like survivor's guilt.
I think sometimes that if I would rather somebody out there got this. I think I would probably be willing to be homeless again if I could do that.
San Diego's homeless population has soared over recent decades. But as the need for SROs increased, the units continued to vanish. We'll look into why in part 2 tomorrow. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.